Damaris here. So today I'm going to be demonstrating how to accomplish a peach orangey look on darker complexion. This is my niece, also my model. I use her quite often to practice and just accomplish different looks on her, and she takes advantage and gets free makeup and free lashes. So I already did one eye, and I did prep her skin already just to shorten the video a little bit. And I did one side of her eye, and her skin is prepped. I did prime it using the Maybelline baby skin primer, and then I'm going to do the other eye on camera so you guys can see, and hopefully this help you guys to accomplish the look that you're looking for. Alright guys, starting off first, I'm going to put a white eye base on her lid. Doesn't have to be necessarily this is a NYX Jumbo pencil in milk. They actually do have a white base, or there's different companies that have like a white cream product. So I'm just going to use this with a brush, and I'm going to apply this to her lid, to her whole eye, because this is going to create a light base on her eye, which makes the color that she's going to apply pop out. So we're just going to pat that on her eyes, and I'm going to blend it in with my fingers. And then also you want to set it with a powder, because if you leave it like this, it might crease, or when you go to apply the shadow, it's not going to stick correctly. It might take a little longer to blend, and you're going to be really tugging on the eyelid, which you don't want to do that. So I'm just packing that white base on her eye. Like so. And if it gets messy, guys, it's okay, because I haven't put her foundation on or anything. I always like to work on the eyes first before I apply anything on the face, because if you have any fallout or anything, it's easier to clean up. With a small blending brush and a little bit of powder, the Coty Airspun powder is fine. You're just going to set the eye base. And after you pack it on, then you can blend it in a little bit. Next, guys, you're going to go in with a blending brush. And I'm going to be using this palette here. This is by Beauty Creations, and this one is the one called Ruby. And this just has a whole bunch of beautiful orange, peachy tones, a lot of warm tones in here. Okay, so this is going to work out perfectly for her. Morphe has one. This one's only like 20 bucks. Morphe has one as well, and it's their 25O palette, and this is a really good comparison to that palette. So yeah. So I'm going to pick up a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to pick up this light orange here, because I'm going for that orange look. I want to pick up the lightest orange in the palette. So we're going to pick up this one, tap off the excess off of the brush, and we're going to start in her crease area, the upper part of her eye, and I'm just patting this in place. This is what you call a transition shade, basically your background to all the other shades, and this is going to allow the eyeshadows to blend in a lot easier. After I pack the shadows in, guys, you can go in and just blend it out a little bit. And notice I like to pull her eyebrow up so that I can blend that shadow in very well. To accomplish your look, guys, the key is to pack your eyeshadow on and then blend. Once you blend it, you're probably going to blend a lot of your product away, so you want to go back in and pack more shadow and blend, pack, blend. That's basically what you're going to be doing the most. So now that her transition shade is on already, we're going to go in with the next darker orange, which is going to be this one here. And with the same brush, we're going to use that. And this is what I'm going to use to deepen up her crease a little bit. So I'm going to pull her eyebrow up again and focus the brush here in the middle. And then circular and windshield wiper motion, you just start blending that in. And you can see already that it's starting to darken up there. And again, just pick up the eyebrow circular motion, and windshield. And for this look, I'm going to basically apply the darker shades on the outer part. Next, going in with the darkest orange, I'm going to pick up this one here. And again, we're going to place that on top of that dark shade, the other shade, I'm sorry. And it's just going to deepen the look a little bit. And again, you want to push it into her skin. So you can do a patting motion as well as circular motion at the same time, because it's going to allow the product to stay in one place. And then you can start fanning it out and blend it in to wherever you want it. Like so, guys. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this peach shade here. It's a really light neutral peach, and I'm going to place that underneath of her brow just to brighten up her brow area. And then you can go in and blend that in with that darker peach shade so that you don't see a division between the colors. You don't want to see the beige and the peach. You want to create that gradient effect, which is the darker into fading out into the lighter. Okay, I'm done with the peach shades there. So now I'm going to go in with a flat brush like this one, and we're going to pick up a shimmer shade. I'm going to pick up this like this copper shade here with the flat brush, and you're basically just going to rub the brush in the product, pick it up, and you're going to pat this on her lid. And you're patting and rubbing at the same time, because these are fairly pigmented, so you don't have to do too much work. You can, if you want, depending on the look that you want, you can also wet it if you want the color to be like really vibrant. Okay, guys. Then I'm going to go in with the brush that I had already, my blending brush, and I'm just going to go in and blend around the edges. If you want to go in and apply more shadow, because you feel like the shadow has disappeared a little bit, you can do that as well. Okay, and that's how I accomplished this look for her. Okay, now I'm just going to go in and do the basic wing liner, and I'm going to use the Too Faced, what is this? The Too Faced sketch marker in black. And we're just going to create a basic line for her because she wants to put lashes on, so. Now I'm going to go in with her lashes, guys. I'm going to be using the Demi Wispy Lashes by Ardell. These are the style 101. Alright, guys. Now her eyelashes are on. The eyes are done. So we're going to go in next and do her foundation. So I am doing a mixture of Black Opal in the color Hazelnut and a little bit of the Butter London. This is called Cheeky Tinted Highlighter, which is a nice bronzy shade highlight. So I like to mix these. She is younger, so she doesn't need a lot of coverage on her face, but I like to mix these to just give her that pretty natural glow. See, her face is glowy. We will be going in with concealer to give her a little bit more of that highlighted effect underneath of the eyes, just to give her that brighter look. Like I said, she is young, so she doesn't need a lot of product on her face. Guys, for a more fuller coverage, make sure that you guys are patting your foundation in. Okay, you don't want to rub too much. If you rub, you're rubbing the foundation away. So the goal is to basically pack on what they call stippling. Okay, you're just pushing the product into your skin. Next, guys, I'm going to go in with my favorite concealer for darker complexion, which is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This one is in the shade Fawn. Yeah, this one is like the best shade ever. I love to use this underneath of the eyes. It gives them that nice highlight effect underneath of the eyes. Again, she doesn't need a whole bunch of product underneath, but I just like that whole brightness. Notice she already knows what to do because she gets this done quite often. I do like to go in with a sponge, but she is my niece, so I'm just using my finger to get really underneath her eyes really well. I'm just applying a little bit on the bridge of her nose because I'm going to go in and contour her nose a little bit. And then I'm going to go back with the brush that I used for the foundation, and I'm just going to basically blend over top of that. Stay looking up. Now, guys, I'm just going to pick up a little bit of powder, and we're going to set underneath of her eyes. And this is, again, the Coty Airspun powder. And we're going to go in and blend that away. Whatever's extra on the skin, you can go ahead and blend onto her face. This powder, guys, does not leave a flashback, okay? If anybody wants to know, it does not leave a white cast on your face. Some people are don't want to use it or are afraid to use it because they think it's going to leave a cast on their face. It's not, promise. And whatever was left on the brush, guys, that's what I used to set the rest of her foundation. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, and I'm going to pick up a shade that's closer to her complexion. And we're going to go ahead and just blend this into her nose, just giving her a slight contour. Not everybody likes the contour look. They feel like it's too harsh, or they just don't like that look. But some people like to contour their nose and their whole face just to give it a different dimension. It just, if you have a big nose, it makes it look slimmer. If you have, you know, a short nose and you want to make it longer, that's possible too. Good thing about makeup is that it comes off. It's not permanent. And then I'm just going back over with the brush I used to put her foundation on so that you don't see a harsh line there. Next, guys, I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush, I'm sorry. I'm not going to put contour on her face because, like I said, she doesn't need all that extra stuff. Not to go to bed anyway. So just adding a little bit of color to her cheeks. You ain't cute. This is my baby, y'all. She thinks she's cute. So a little bit of color there. Actually, I meant to use an orange one, but I meant to use this. I wanted to use this one, but too late. Now, guys, I'm gonna go in with some highlight, and I want to use this one. I just got it, and I want to see how it's gonna look on her skin, which I'm pretty sure is gonna look nice. But this is the Physician Formula highlight. They're beautiful, but I'm gonna use this color here. Try to see that glow. I see it. You see it? Yeah. Alright, guys. I'm going to do her lower lash line now. And I'm going to use... I'm going to go back in with this palette. And I'm going to go ahead and use... You know what? First, let me apply the color to her waterline. I'm going to go in with this Ruby Kiss pencil in the color white. And I'm going to put this white on her waterline. This is going to make her eyes seem a little bit wider and like awake. Alright, guys. So the white is on her waterline. Now I'm going to go in with the dark orange from the palette. This one down here. And we're going to smudge that on her lower lash line. Okay. Now I want to go in, guys, with a little bit of a darker shade. I'm going to pick up this darker brown here, and I'm going to apply that closer. Actually, I'm going to pick up this color here. Just make it a little closer to her lower lashes. But I'm going to focus this color on the outer part of her eyes only. Look up. And with the opposite side of the brush, guys, I'm just going to blend it in. Next, guys, I'm going to go back in with this palette that I used for her highlight. And I'm going to pick up, let's try this middle shade here. It's like a golden champagne color. And I'm going to just place that in the inner, her inner tear duct. Look straight. Guys, we're going to go in next with some mascara, and I'm just using the Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express. And we're going to just apply a small coat on the top lashes. And I'm going to apply a little coat on the bottom of her lashes. We're going to go ahead and set her face, and I'm going to be using the Mario Badescu facial spray. And this one's the one with the aloe in it. Now, she already knows the routine. She knows that her face is going to be drenched. And you basically just, wait, and that will dry up. It's going to give you a nice, refreshing look. It's going to remove any of that powder residue. You can open. Any of that powder residue look that's on your face from the setting powder or anything is going to remove that. Okay, now we're going to go in with the lips. I'm going to go in with a darker, more berry shade to line her lips. Now we're going to go in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach lip gloss. And this one is Papa Don't Peach. Smack your lips. Alright guys, so this is my finished look. This is how she came out. I'm going to bring you guys a little closer so you guys can see, and maybe I'll insert some pictures here. So if you guys want to see a different look on her, just let me know, and I can definitely go ahead and record that for you guys. But let me zoom you guys in so you can get a closer look.